And the amazing thing was that they were distributed almost half a mile away. And I had, been watching the blue jays carrying the nuts away. All of these flags are just little seedlings from nuts that fell off the tree. When the chestnuts ripen, the burrs, they open up and 3 seeds drop out from each little fruit. Unfortunately, I think these 2 big trees are going to go. So these are the only 2 trees, and they have a fungus, a honey mushroom, and there you see there. But I haven't seen any blight whatsoever. The rust. So usually, what happens when the tree dies, then sprouts come up. So this is probably a sprout coming from the root. I think it'll probably go in another year or so. So you can see that. So that is a fungus that attacks. I've seen them attack maple trees too.
At the base?
At the base, yeah. So here you see 3 coming from the same spot. So probably a fruit that dropped here or carried here by a squirrel. Had some logging about 10 years ago. And here you can see a skidder trail right here. And there we have some chestnuts planted. I mean,
naturally.
Naturally, yeah. Here, for example, okay, number 172. Okay, so
you've GPS'd all of these, right?
These are all GPS.
Yeah. How many?
And measured 1,014.
Wow.
And we got it, measured them all, so and estimated the age. So I guess this is 1 year. And now, of course, you can't see it at all. The only time you can't see it is after the leaf fall, when everything turns brown. However, the leaves of the chestnuts, they stay green, so they shine like a light. You can see them all over the place when they still keep their leaves. Quite a while. You see the fur around here, and we took some of the canopy out. So right here, there's a big stump over there, and you see it's light. This light hole there, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seedlings coming up there. 157. It's got this big hole. It'll grow a couple of feet a year probably. Like any of these are.
They could be.
Blight.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so far nothing.
Not
You've
a
not seen
single
any.
one, nope. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about 8 feet tall. Another one there. And a couple of little ones down here. One big one up there, a couple of big ones up there, and that one behind you. So this is a big clearing. I mean, not a real clearing, but pretty much. Selectively cut. So you can see most of these trees aren't too big, except a few of them. So here, for example, is a big hole, and see that tree knocked over? Actually, I saw that chestnut tree growing right there, and that was the only one I saw around at the time, one of the first ones I found. And so when I saw it growing, maybe something like this, I knocked that tree over to make the hole, and then it just shot right up. You see, I cut something here too, probably a red maple. So this is about 25 feet tall. You know, I wasn't paying much attention. I didn't expect anything to grow.
When did you start seeing seedlings?
Well, about 20 years.
20 ago, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The oldest, that big one we saw was, you said about 20 years, yeah.
Yep. I don't know what that is. That could be I think both of these are chestnuts. This could be one. So it could be 3 chestnuts here. I just couldn't tell when they're that small. The buds are just tiny. But you see there's so much growing here that it's coming in. I'm not
Huh?
No, it's all shaded at the top.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, for example, if we took this tree out, this big white spruce, then it would have plenty of light and then it would blossom.
You're shaded, I can't really see you. Just, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have some selective logging here. For example, take out this spruce here and some of those pines, see?
Yeah.
And kind of knock alleyways through this.
So you're going to then preferring
Yeah.
this species and see
Yeah.
what you can get from it.
Yeah.
How old do you think it is? This one, another 20?
At least 20.
Yeah.
I would say 20.
Right.
I think given a chance, they recover. I think they recover. I've heard that, you know, the blight is around, and even, you know, when you don't see it. So presumably it's right here, but they're not infecting them. I think there's probably variation in genetic resistance, and you know, they came from stock that probably survived the blight, that they probably had some resistance, and there's more selection going on. And at the same time, it could be that that there might even be a disease of the blight fungus, maybe a virus taken, you know, and that might be the quickest way to just wait, and if they're subjected to it, eventually they will select themselves, and certainly seem to be doing okay here, and it's been at least 40 years, yeah, just about, so not a sign of it yet, so that's a very good sign. And there are other trees around in Maine too, isolated trees here and there that have never been touched. You know, I remember when I was a kid, the white pine blister rust was this whole thing. You know, they had to eradicate all the ribes bushes, and you know, all the pines were going to go. But the blights, you know, that white pine blister rust is still around. You go through the woods, and you can find it. You know, in some places, some trees get it, especially if they are young, especially if they are crowded and stressed. Then they get it. But it's really no problem. They just take some of them, but not all of them. And so maybe a pathogen comes, you know, for the pathogen, and maybe it needs to have a certain time to develop and a certain population density before it can spread. And in the meantime, I believe something is going on with these pine that they're doing okay now. Like I say, we GPSed all of the trees, a little touch over 1,000. And now that we have them GPSed and marked, we want to see how they do. And then we'll be able to see how they grow, and we'll be able to do some selective cutting to open it up and give some of them a chance. So definitely want to, we basically got a study going right now, and it's actually just starting now, I would say, because I never expected anything like this before. Yeah, they're from the Field Naturalist program.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, they're really enthusiastic about it, and we had a lot of fun doing it last fall. We're going to do it this fall to see how many of them survived. October, November, early November. Yeah.